We've heard that business skills is an important part of a graduate's makeup as far as employers are concerned. Is that something the university is looking at?
I'd have to say yes. And in terms of how we're looking at it, it might be a little different from some. I mean, I'm considering it in the context of a build-on, add-on diploma that students can do, and I think that provides them with a lot of additional support. As with most other universities, our programs are combined degree programs, so there isn't a lot of space within our law degree program, particularly because we have the placements and we also have the clinical component. So I'm looking to see what I can do with other faculties that students combine with, and whether there's a standalone university arrangement that could actually meet the needs as well.
Clients of law firms no longer want to pay for students to be turned into
Correct.
lawyers. And so law schools are going to have to get much better at pumping out lawyers and not just law graduates. And that also aligns with the in-house. You're now going to have people who will go their whole career in in-house. And in-house is having to adjust as a result by having secondment mechanisms between different in-house teams and this sort of thing. So it's a defined part of the profession. That will also drive change faster, because you'll have a whole chunk of the profession who's never been in-house and who's never been in private practice, and therefore won't bring any of the this is how it used to be done and this is how it should be done. They'll have wholly new ways of looking at it from uniquely the client's perspective. So you would expect the more lawyers that go in-house, the faster change will cascade through the profession.
The thing that I care about the most when I start working with someone who's 23, and there's two of those people in our office at the moment in Melbourne, that first and foremost that they're a good lawyer, so they understand the basic concepts of the key legal areas that we want to participate in. Whether they get certain non-core legal education at university, that would be good, but it's not essential. What I'm looking for is someone who's got a willingness to learn about non-legal skills to make them a better lawyer, not in a technical sense, but how they deliver the law. Now that might mean tech. To me, it's probably more so than tech. The first bit is commerce, like understanding. I mean, we deliver B2B legal services, so understanding, what is cash flow, what's a P&L, what are these businesses actually, what are the clients trying to achieve, before we get into that space about learning about technology and building technology, because the reality is that they're lawyers, they're not IT designers and engineers. We'll pay someone else to do that, but if they can have the right skills to brief that tech engineer or designer properly, that would be good for me.
If you're going to talk to your client, you need to know what precisely they're dealing with, not only in the tech space, but also with their business. So you need to be able to understand those sorts of things. And then other different clients as well. So startups, for instance, how do you service them without knowing precisely what they're about? And I think those business skills are definitely lost along the way, because you're taught that your specific skill set is very unique in the sense that you'll just be giving legal advice, but that's not the case at all. You're giving a whole range of advice, and maybe 90% of that will be law, maybe 10 will be business.
We're becoming much more trusted advisors, and so we're being given a lot more information, not only from our clients, but from all the other areas. So we've got to be able to manage that better. And probably in line with that is data analysis. And I don't mean we have to be technologists and that we have to understand how to program and do that sort of thing. But as a business skill, we've got to be able to analyse the information that we've got within its context, within the legal domain in which we work. If we can't do that, well, then we're not analysing, what it is our job is. We've got these skills. These skills usually, aren't new. We've just got to move with the times in how they are being dealt with now.